And usually we attend on Sundays, and this is a Saturday session. We are coming here today.
Welcome.
Hare Krishna.
So, before we start, we'll offer some prayers to our Acharya Srila Prabhupada, who established these temples all over the world, to our 6 Goswamis, to Shri Gaura, to Shri Radha Krishna, and all the Acharyas. And I also seek all of your blessings so that we can discuss something constructive from Ramayana and apply that in our lives and make a change, a positive change in our lives, so that we can be more happy and understand the purpose of this life. So we will start it. Om Ajnantibirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayevicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyadesha Tarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamham vande Shri Guru Deenataranam. So when we discuss about Ramayana, we see that so many troubles are happening to good people. Lord Ram is a good person. Mother Sita, they didn't do anything wrong, but still they had to suffer exile. Mother Sita, who is like a queen, he was kept with so much love and in so much opulence in the palaces. She had to wear tree bark. And Lakshman, who is the brother of Ram, he hardly slept, in the jungle. He was always protecting Ram and Sita. So we see that there are so many troubles that they had to go through. So in this world, Ramayana and Srimad Bhagavatam are teaching through these examples that all of us will face different challenges, but they are also teaching us how to handle those different situations, because all of our nature is to be happy, right? All of us are seeking for what? Pleasure. Even a small ant on your kitchen cabinet, that is looking for pleasure. That is looking for a grain of sugar or something. And anything that obstructs in that pleasure is considered pain. And we do not want that. And why do we want pleasure? The pleasure-seeking propensity or inclination is because of Krishna, because we are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Anandamayo. You are singing beautiful bhajans about Sri Radha and Sri Krishna, right? They are always happy, they are always seeking pleasure. And since we are part and parcel of Krishna, therefore we are also looking for happiness. In Sanskrit, in the scriptures, it is said, Anandamayo Bhyashyat, that all of us are seeking for happiness. So, in this world, there are different kinds of challenges that we face and that obstructs our happiness. So similarly, Lord Ram was invited by Vishwamitra Muni in the forest, because lot of these demons, right, Marich and Subahu, they were throwing all the bad things in the fire sacrifice and they were disturbing them to complete the fire sacrifice. So they were actually disturbing all these sages and Rishi Munis in their quest for pleasure, in the quest to please the Lord. So they were angry and they went to Dashrath Maharaj and they said, please give us Ram so that he can fight. So before we start about talking about Lord Ram, I want to say a small prayer about Lord Ram also. So once I chant one line, so please also repeat after me. Shri Ram Ram Raghunandan Ram Rama. Shri Ram Ram Ran Karkash Ram Rama. Shri Ram Ram Bharatagraj Ram Rama. Shri Ram Ram Sharanam Bhava Rama Rama. Shri Ramachandra Charano Manasa Smarami. Shri Ramachandra Charano Vachasa Granami. Shri Ramachandra Charano Shirsha Namami. Shri Ramachandra Charano Sharanam Prapadde. Jai Shri Ram. So Lord Ram came and with one arrow he shot Subahu, the demon, and he shot like shh, and immediately he died. And then there was another demon whose name was Marich, and when Lord Ram shot another arrow, shh, and with that arrow Marich didn't die. It hit him and he flew like 800 miles away into the ocean. So Marich was extremely powerful. You know, he had like mystic powers and he was strong and big, but Lord Ram was just a teenager at that time. And then, as we know, that Shupnakha told Ravan that there is a very beautiful girl for you, Sita, and she is fit to be married to you, and she is with humans. And Lord Ram didn't even consider to fight with humans. They were below his standard, substandard. So he said, okay, I'll go and get her. So Ravan went to Marich to take help. And Marich was so scared of Ram, he said, Ravan, I cannot help you. Ram is the supreme personality of Godhead. He said that whenever I see the sun, I see Ram in him. I get afraid. Whenever I see the moon, I am fearful of him. I see that behind the tree there is Lord Ram looking for me to kill me. You know, everywhere I see Lord Ram, I cannot help you. Lord Ram is so powerful. But Ravan said, if you don't help me, I will kill you. So Marich thought, he was very smart. He thought it is better to be killed by God than to be killed by a demon. Because if I am killed by God, then I will attain a better destination. You know, in the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says that whoever you are thinking at the time of death, that destination you will achieve. It is better to be killed by Lord Ram. So he agreed. He said, ek taraf khai, dusri taraf, you know, there is a saying. So both places it is difficult, so it's better I die with Lord Ram. So he said, okay, I'll help you. And then we know what happened, you know, the whole pastime of Ravan kidnapping Mother Sita. And last time we discussed about the building of the bridge, you know, that bridge which is 800 miles from Rameshwaram to Sri Lanka, that is 800 miles long. It was built in just 5 days. And we know when we build bridges, it takes so much time, right? There is a Coronado beach, beautiful beach. Has anyone been to the Coronado bridge? It's a beautiful bridge. And I was doing a tour on that and they told that why that bridge is curved. Does anyone know why it is curved? Coronado bridge? It is curved because if they were to build it straight, then the length wouldn't be enough for them to get a grant from the federal government. So they made it curved to make it little longer so that the California state government gets a grant from the federal government. and it took months and years to build it, right? And this bridge was built by the monkey soldiers, and Lord Ram associated in just 5 days. So after they built the bridge, and this was built by Nal and Neel, who were the architects, who were the sons of Vishwakarma, and Nal was the chief architect. He was specially empowered, so they built it. And after they went there, Hanumanji, Ram, so Hanumanji asked Lord Ram to sit on his shoulders, and Angad asked Lakshman to sit on their shoulders, and both of them jumped across the ocean and went there, and all the monkey soldiers came through the bridge. So then, as we know, battle started, and so many things happened, and all these monkey soldiers didn't have any like sophisticated weapons. All the demons, all the associates of Ravan had like javelins and swords and axes and bows and so many things. But what did the monkeys had? Nothing. They were just plucking off trees and throwing it, and they were throwing like stones, and with their claws they were fighting. But they had the blessings of Lord Ram, and they were on the side of Dharma. Right? So that is what they had. And as we know that during the war, Indrajit came, and Indrajit was very powerful because he was doing so much of yagya, tapasya and everything for Lord Brahma. And after the sacrifice, Lord Brahma appeared, and he got the Brahmastra. Brahmastra is so powerful. And he started shooting the Brahmastra, and also he had the power to be invisible. So all these monkeys and Lord Ram, Lakshman, everyone is thinking that where are these weapons coming from? Because it was all, he was invisible. He was going around his chariot, which was invisible, and he was shooting all this. So after some time, all these monkeys became unconscious. And after that, he attacked Lord Ram and Lakshman also. So they also became unconscious. It's not that, they died or anything. They just honored the Brahmastra because it was given by Lord Brahma. So they wanted to honor Lord Brahma. Okay, he has given some vardhan, some boon. Let us honor that. So that is why they also became unconscious. And after that, Indrajit didn't care about like the foot soldiers who were just walking. He said, "This is too substandard for me." So all the main like Jamavant, Angad, and everybody, he just made unconscious and shot arrows and all his javelins to there. So he went to his father. Indrajit went to his father Ravan and said, "I have killed everybody. You go and enjoy Sita now." And Lakshman and Ram are dead. So Sita heard this. Sita was in pain that, what happened? And then Vibhishan's wife, Sarla, and one more Rakshasi, her name was Trijata, they went and told Sita that, no, don't worry, Lord Ram, and they are just taking rest, they are just sleeping, they are not dead. So don't worry about it. And then, all the soldiers are, lying down on the ground, and Vibhishan also got hurt in his arm. He had a javelin of Indrajit in his arm. And he did not die, and he also knew that Hanuman couldn't be killed. Hanuman is so powerful, right? So he went to Hanuman, and both of them started looking for Jamavant. He was the leader, so he went to Jamavant, and they found Jamavant, and Jamavant said, "I am in so much pain because of the injury, I cannot open my eyes, but I can hear you." So he said that, "Where is Hanuman?" So Vibhishan was very surprised. He said, "Why didn't he ask about Ram? He's asking about Hanuman. Where is Hanuman?" So Vibhishan said, "Why are you not asking about Ram?" So Jamvan said, "If Hanuman is alive, anyone who is dead will come to life. If he is dead, then it's very difficult." So it doesn't mean that Lord Ram cannot do anything. Lord Ram doesn't need the little squirrel, he doesn't need Hanuman. But in order to give them service, Lord Ram is doing this. He wants to give service to everybody. So similarly, we have the deities, we have beautiful temple. It's not that Krishna wants us. Srila Prabhupada in his lectures, Srila Prabhupada in his lectures said, Krishna doesn't want a chappan bhog, luchi, puri, halwa, he doesn't want it. But it is for our purification, it is for our service, otherwise we will be engaged in something else. There are so many clubs in Garnet Avenue. There is a beach and drinks, alcohol, so many things. We will be engaged there. we'll spoil our health or whatever. There's so many things to do, breaking the regulative principles, we'll suffer in misery. But just to engage us in service, Krishna is giving the opportunity for us to do arti, to do kirtan, to honor his prasadam, to hear his katha for our purification. So Jamban said to Hanuman that, Hanuman, you go to the Himalayas. In the Himalayas, there is a Rishabh mountain. And once you go to the Rishabh mountain, you will see a peak of Kailash, which is the abode of Lord Shiva. And from there, in between that, there is a light like fire mountain. It has different herbs, which will bring to life all the people who are unconscious. And these herbs are endowed with supernatural healing herbs. And he said, get 4 herbs. What is the first herb? Mrit Sanjeevani. What does Sanjeevani do? It brings dead people to life. Second is Vishalya Karani. Vishalya Karani will heal the wound, because if you are hit by a weapon, then there is a wound, right? So it will heal it. Third herb is Suvarna Karani. Suvarna Karani will bring you back to life. It will rejuvenate your strength, so that you are ready to fight again. Fourth herb is Sandhini Karani. Sandhini Karani is the one, if your bones are broken, it will join it. So bring all these. So entire monkey army would come back to strength, but he said you have to go immediately. If you wait till tomorrow, then everybody will die. It will be too late. So Hanumanji went on top of the Trikuta mountain in Lanka and chanted loudly, Jai Shri Ram, please. Jai Shri Ram. And he jumped. And he crossed the Kishkinda Kshetra, he crossed the Vindhya mountains, he crossed Dandakaranya forest, and he went to the top of the Rishabh hill. Top of the Rishabh hill, he saw the abode of Lord Shiva. And in between that, there is this Gandhamadana mountain, such a huge mountain. He went and started exploring all these herbs, but he couldn't find it. So he just plucked the top of the mountain and he started flying and he came back. So this is a very important lesson from Lord Hanumanji, that nothing could impede in his devotional service to Lord Ram. If he couldn't find it, he said, I'll just bring it. So where there is a will, there is a way. So when we take shelter of Krishna, Krishna can empower us to actually do so many different things. Krishna will help us. So one time, one of the Prabhupada disciple, Vishnujan Swami, he asked Srila Prabhupada that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have spread the holy name of Krishna. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, his Guru's Guru, Guru's father, could have spread the holy name all over the world. Then why didn't they do that? And Srila Prabhupada very humbly said that they saved this service for me. He did not took any, so Srila Prabhupada very humbly, he did not took any credit for himself. And the essence of all these scriptures that we are reading, Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam given by Prabhupada, are the prayers on the Jaladuta. So Prabhupada is praying, Krishna, give me the blessing so that I can convince your message to all these Western people. Srila Prabhupada came in 1965 to America, He was a simple Bengali person. He was living in Vrindavan. He came to America and he sent the message, spread the message to all the American people. And that's why so many temples are constructed in America, right? So we should learn a lesson that impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. So whatever we are doing, we should never get discouraged. You should always... I am possible. Even impossible says I am possible. Yes. So Hanuman shook the mountain and took it off. It was probably millions of tons, weighing. And he came back to Sri Lanka and he got it back to Sushena. Who was Sushena? Anyone knows? He was the Vaidya of the monkey army. Yeah. So Sushena picked up the right herbs and he got it near the monkeys. And as soon as the monkeys smelled it, they were brought back to life. Their health was completely restored. And every single monkey came to life. But Ravana, what he did is, whenever any of his soldiers was killed, he threw them into the ocean. Can anyone tell why did he do that? Because he didn't want to discourage his other soldiers that, oh, so many of our friends and associates are dying. They will get discouraged. So his psychology worked against him. They could have be brought into life, back to life with all these herbs. But since he threw them, you cannot get them back, because in sea so many animals or whatever is there. So, sorry. So after this happened, we know, Indrajit later was killed, and Ravan was also killed by Lord Ram. Lord Ram shot an arrow to Ravan, and he had 10 heads, we all know. And all these 10 heads, he was hitting one head, and again it was whoop, again it will grow, and again he was hitting whoop, again it will grow. So all these heads are like, so many of the anarthas or bad habits in us. We suffer with, anger, greed, lust, so many different challenges are there. So they keep on growing. So when we receive the mercy of Lord Ram, when Lord Ram shot an arrow, it killed Ravan, right? So similarly, when we receive the arrow of Lord Ram's names, Lord Ram's katha, then all these habits will slowly go away. All these 6 anarthas, mad, moh, matsarya, all this envy, anger, illusion, everything will go away when we chant the names of Lord Ram and when we take shelter of Lord Ram's holy name. So that's a very nice lesson. So after Ravan was killed, Sita's fire examination, Agni Pariksha happened. In English I don't know how to call it, fire examination or something. But Agni Pariksha sounds very, familiar, very nice. So Lord Ram told Hanuman to give message to Sita, and Sita was imprisoned in the Ashok Vatika, and for more than 11 months, 24 hours a day, she was just remembering Lord Sri Ram, yearning to be with Lord Ram, and every day she was threatened to be killed, and she was so happy to see Hanuman, and he blessed Hanumanji immensely. That thank you for your devotion and your heroism. You came to give me a message in the beginning also and now also. So I am so grateful to you and I bless you immensely. And Hanumanji also took the blessings, and he went to Ram and gave the message that I have notified Mother Sita. And then Lord Ram sent Vibhishan and his wife Sarla to Mother Sita. And he said to them that you go and give a message to Sita that let her take a bath, wear nice ornaments and come in a palanquin to see me. So Vibhishan and Sarla went there, and when they saw Sita, Sita said, I don't want to take a bath or anything, I just want to go right now to see Lord Ram. Yeah, she was so much in desire to see Lord Ram. But said, no, please do that. And they did Abhishek for Mother Sita, and they put nice garments and nice jewelry, ornaments on Mother Sita. And after that, she came in a palanquin to see Lord Ram. But when she came, Lord Ram didn't look at her. Lord Ram was just looking on the ground. And everybody was surprised. Everybody thought, Ram and Sita are going to meet, so let us go somewhere else. So Lord Ram said, no, you stay here. So Lord Ram said that that you have been living in Lanka alone, for more than 11-12 months. So, which is not good, So Ram expressed his, externally he expressed like that kind of emotion, but internally we all know. And then Sita said that Ram, although I was separate, not even for a moment was it that I did not think about you. I was always thinking about you. I am pure and chaste to you, and you should not doubt me. And she said that I'll go anywhere and I can enter into fire. And if I'm chaste, then fire will tell you. If I'm not chaste, then I will be engulfed by the fire. So she asked Lakshman to start, putting up the pyre, all the woods to arrange for the fire. So Ram said to Lakshman, okay, make the fire. So even though Lakshman was also getting angry, why is Lord Ram doing all this? Everybody was also surprised. So Sita circumambulated Lord Ram 3 times, and her body was trembling and her heart totally broken. And no one knew what to say that time. So Sita said that, and then she circumambulated the fire also three times and folded her hands, and she entered into the fire. And as soon as she entered into the fire ablazed, and Lord Brahma came, and he said that Sita is completely chaste and pure. And then Agnidev himself came and escorted Sita out of the fire. And then Ram and Sita held hands, and then Lord Ram for the first time saw Sita eyes to eyes, and all the love that they had in their hearts, they came to through their eyes and expressed, to each other. And Lord Ram told Sita that not for a moment I had doubt in you. So Lord Ram clarified now that not even for a moment I had doubt in you. Why would I build the bridge and send Hanuman to you? Why would I do so many things if I did not had faith in you, whether you are chaste or not? But this is I am doing because for all time to come, people should not doubt you. Now since you have did the Agni Pariksha, now nobody will doubt you, and your love is completely pure. And even living in Sri Lanka and threatened, seduced with riches and powers, not for a moment did you even consider anything except how to please me with your love. And he also did it so that Sita could be glorified, for all eternity. So that was the whole episode, And after that, Lord Ram turned to Hanuman. And said to Hanuman that, Hanumanji, now you go to Nandigram, to Bharat, and tell him that I am coming. And he said that if you sense even the slightest trace of sadness that he is going to lose what he has, Ayodhya, because he was ruling Ayodhya, because he was always having the shoes of Lord Ram on the throne, and every day he was going and giving that report. So if you sense that, then tell me and I will not return. So Hanuman rode and then chanted again, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. And he jumped to Nandigram. Nandigram is on the outskirts of Ayodhya. And at the outskirts of Ayodhya, he met Bharat. And Bharat was living in a very small hut. It was smaller than what Lord Ram would live in. And he was just eating like barley, roots and, fruits and all those things. So he gave this news that today 14 years of exile are getting over. So Lord Ram is going to come. And Hanumanji is very, Navnidhi ke data. He's Siddh. So he can understand looking at the expression. So he didn't saw any sadness in Bharat. He was very happy. He said, where is Lord Ram? Tell me, when will he come? So Hanumanji said, he is coming. He is coming from that southern direction. So he said, I can't see anything in the southern direction. Where is he? When is he coming? He said, he'll be coming. And then Hanumanji also embraced Bharat. And then And then Hanumanji said, see in the southern direction, on the horizon, the Pushpak Viman is coming. And the Pushpak came with Mother Sita and all the other, associates, Angad, Vibhishan and all. And it landed in Nandigram. And all the brothers, Shatrughan also came. And the citizens of Nandigram came. And Mother Kaushalya also came. So Ram embraced Bharat, and Lakshman embraced Shatrughan. And then Lord Ram met all the citizens of Nandigram. And then after that, Kaushalya was standing and crying with tears of love, and Lord Ram went to her, touched her feet, and expressed gratitude and love to her mother. So, and that's how they came to Nandigram, and after that, Nandigram they went to Ayodhya, and obviously all the Ayodhya Vasis were lighting lamps, diya, for Lord Ram, dressing nicely like all of you have dressed today, and cleaning their houses, making nice sweets and everything, and offering it to Lord Ram. So this is what Diwali is, and we are celebrating the welcoming of Lord Ram into our life, into our hearts. And when we constantly chant the names of Lord Ram and hear his pastimes, Ramayana, Mahabharata of Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, which Srila Prabhupada has translated from Sanskrit to English language or Hindi language. So this is a great opportunity for us. So instead of focusing on the difficulties that we are going through, because if you focus on difficulty, your mind will always be engaged. You can never come out of it. Einstein said, in order to solve a problem, you have to look it from a higher perspective, from a different perspective. It cannot be solved with the same perspective with which it was created, correct? So if we are always focusing on difficulties, because everyone has to go through difficulties, whether it is Ram or it is Pandus, Mother Kunti was praying. Pandavas had to go through so much of pain. They were like, their house was set on fire, poisonous cake, Draupadi was disrobed, so much things happened. But Maharani was always praying that my dear Krishna, whenever difficulties come, I am able to remember you. She was always taking shelter of Krishna. It's not that we are asking for difficulties to Krishna, but when difficulties come, we take shelter of Krishna. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, why did Mother Kunti pray for difficulties? Can we also pray for difficulties? Srila Prabhupada said, there are already so many difficulties in your life. No need to pray for more difficulties. But whenever it is there, we are not grateful for difficulties, but we are grateful that in those difficulties, we can take the shelter of Krishna. We can take the shelter of devotees, the holy name of Krishna, the katha of Krishna, the teachings of Krishna, Sri Ram. Right? So through that, we can see that we focus on the faults or on the opportunity that lies before us and chant the holy name of Krishna. And all the problems that are here, they are very difficult. So Krishna says that all knowledge is meant to surrender to Krishna. Sarva dharman parityaja. It's in 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. After that, anyone knows? Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Just surrender to me. Give up all varieties of religion. Take shelter of me. So in this little span of life that we have, probably we are in 30, 40 or whatever, let us take an opportunity to fully absorb ourselves, and that is why Srila Prabhupada also crossed so many oceans. He went from India to America, crossing Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Hanumanji crossed 800 miles. Srila Prabhupada went 10,000 miles, taking the message of Lord Ram to the Western world, and give us a chance to be happy in this world, to be grateful in whatever blessings we have received. And these blessings are infinitely more powerful because we have Krishna, Radha Giridhari here. We have the association of devotees. So with that we will end. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram. Hare Krishna. So now I would like to ask you if you have any questions or anything you liked. So you can also share that.
I'm going to pass it. Any question? Anybody wants to add something?
Yeah.
Comment?
You can just speak what you like, just one line, everybody, like quickly. Yeah.
What did you like in this talk? Anything?
Yeah, I think this is really good. Thank you very much for details about why we celebrate Diwali and Ramayana context. It's good for kids to embrace all this information. Maybe we have heard that in our childhood a lot of time, but I think kids who are growing up here, for them it's definitely a good knowledge based creation and understanding why we are celebrating Diwali more. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the information. It really, it's a good review. I think there are a lot of questions and you wonder why certain things were done. And I still wonder if it was right that, Sita had to go through what she did. And I'm wondering right now if that is what is done in north of India, and a lot of these women have to suffer when, I forget what it's called, but when the husband dies, they burn the wife with the husband.
Yeah, that is not a recommended practice. That is not approved. Yeah. Yeah, this is not in our scriptures. Yeah. Yeah, because see, in Ramayana, I'll give you an example. When Vali died, right, and his son Angad was there, so Ram could have asked Vali's wife her name was Tara, I think, that he also die with. No, she was crying, and Lord Ram went to her that don't worry, don't cry. You have to live because you have to take care of your son Angad. You know? Yeah, Dasharat's wife also did not. And even Krishna, you know, he married 16,000, all those girls who were out for one night, you know, some demon kidnapped her, and all those girls said, who will marry us? Because we have been out of our homes for one day. And it's been a bad tradition that nobody marries a girl who is out of home for a night, right? So Krishna said, no, I will marry you. So actually God is, you know, he's more practical, he's against all these practices. These are so nice examples, right? So, yeah, so don't have that misconception, I think. Yeah, that's a bad practice. Yeah, take the mic through here.
There is no connection between Sati Pratha and Agni Pariksha, two of all. They are two irrelevant things, you know, there is no connection at all.
Yeah.
But the Sati Pratha came into existence because of the inhuman behavior of the Mughals.
Yes.
They used to with the women after their husband died. So in order to protect their own honor and protect
Chastity,
their own themselves,
Dignity, yeah.
this dignity, and this came into existence. Yeah. And this you can even see now in the last month only what the Mughals are, people similar to Mughals have done to people in Israel, and so that kind of behavior was there at that time also. In order to protect the ladies and wanted to protect themselves from those kind of situations,
Yes.
they prefer to burn themselves
Our
or
tradition is to
immolate, or rather than to get in the hands of the Mughals.
Our tradition is to protect women. You know, so much importance is given to women. Even Srimati Radharani. In the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare come first before even Krishna. And it ends with Hare also. You know, Dravida Prabhu was telling. So it's so beautiful. So women is given so much love, care, protection in the Vedic system. You know, so we do not, Anyone else wants to speak? Yes. Hare Krishna. It's off. Can you turn it on? Just press the button, it will turn green light.
So Hare Krishna,
Hare
everyone.
Krishna.
Yeah, so I just wanted to tell, we are very fortunate, we are sitting here and we can hear all these, good things about Krishna and our dharma, right? So it's all because of Srila Prabhupada, who has done this wonderful thing, right? So that on the other country also we can get the benefit
In
of
America.
yes, in America.
Yes.
So that's a wonderful thing. And in addition to that discussion that we were doing, just wanted to add, even most of our avatar known by their mother's name, right? Like Anjaneya, right? And Yashodanandan, Kaunteya. So so I mean, this is only our culture where we put ladies first.
Nice. Thank you so much. Anjaneya, Kaunteya, and the names of the sons are based on the mother's name. Yes.
Even
Kaunteya.
I mean, some people doesn't know what was who was the father of Arjun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so
Pandu. Pandu.
Yeah, Pandu.
Yes. Please give to her. We pass.
No, thank you so much.
you.
This was very enlightening. And first thing which I want to add is, even though we have heard it so many times since our childhood,
Yes.
but at every stage of our life, we learn so much different lessons of all those questions which come as challenges to our life. Are these scriptures, these Ramayana and Mahabharata, or even Gita, it just Bhagavad Gita, it just gives a lot of perspective of living a life.
It's very important to repetitively hear it and read it. Otherwise,
and I'm amazed, so many.
Just like we are eating food every day. It's not that once we eat food and we are good for 1 year. It's not like that.
It's not
It's like a
that.
spiritual food for us, right?
Yeah. And it's amazing that so many years back, thousands of years back, these scriptures have been written, and now even today they are so relevant.
Yeah. Yes.
So that amazes me a lot. So.
Yeah. Thank you. Very nice. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I really enjoyed the point you mentioned about Marich and how he he wanted to die in the hands of Rama rather than Ravana, for the reason to go to heaven.
Yes.
So I think, especially to add to that point, when he was disguised as a deer, and then he was screaming the Ram, just to fool Lakshmana, thinking that Rama is actually in trouble. But he kept saying that name, so I think that must be, and you can correct me, this is part of the reason that he is able to go to heaven by keep saying the Ram name also.
Yeah, I mean, all the demons who are killed by Krishna or Ram, they are already liberated.
Correct.
So, but he was actually calling out Lakshman and Sita, when he died, so that.
Task given to him by
Ravan.
He has to call for help. So not that
Yeah.
he was chanting out of heart, like he was praying to Ram. No, he was just calling to fool.
So he was just saying Lakshmana.
He was chanting Lakshman
and
Sita.
And Sita over and over
He
again.
was in the voice
okay,
of
okay.
Ram. He was a mystic demon. So
voice of
in the
Ram,
voice
okay.
of Ram he was calling, so that Lakshman and Sita might think that Lord Ram is in trouble. So he wants help. And therefore Lakshman can go and Ravan can come and kidnap Sita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very much. Now, last session will be at 8:15.
Yeah.
15 minutes from 8:15 to 8:30, and we have some prasadam outside. You can sit there and eat, or you can bring it inside if it's cold. But at 8:15, when the curtain opens, then you have the session, then you have to go back.
About 2 minutes more if behind somebody wants to at the back. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for the nice session, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
It's Hare Krishna. So it's like every time, like we listen to these pastimes, right? Like it gives like kind of a goosebumps.
Yes.
And like from this session, like I learned a new thing. Like I didn't know that before. The Maricha who was in the childhood and the Maricha
the same one. Yeah,
the same one. So this
I also didn't know. I just heard and then I came to
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yes, nice. Thank you for the nice session.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
You can pass back maybe to Ash or Uncle.
Want to say something?
Give him to Ash. Yeah, he can speak something. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for this information. For us, I haven't participated in any of the, stories, which you have or from the scriptures for the past 40 years. So for me, it's kind of refreshing in a way to hear about all these and to, I think we just heard parts of stories, maybe like, a couple sentences or couple examples which you gave.
Yes.
But just to put everything together, it was very nice that you could put the whole thing together. That was wonderful. So
Okay.
good to
thank
be
you.
here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
That's okay if you don't want to. That's okay. You want to speak something, Ade? Okay.
Hare Krishna. It was really insightful. So when I was younger, Ramayana was more exciting, and just the fact that you had monkeys, and it was a good story. But then, as you grow older, when you think about it, Ram, Sita, none of them were actually happy. They had so many challenges in their lives.
So many challenges, yeah.
And despite that, they were just true to themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess that's what makes Ram great. I guess that's
Correct.
one of the
Yeah.
things.
Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All closed.
Big hand to God.
No. I'm just hearing from Prabhupada and Gurus, that's all. Yes, please. Give her the mic. You're singing very beautifully. Thank you for singing.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. I really like this. I really like learning this new thing. It's really interesting, and this is my first time hearing this. So thank you for telling the story.
No, thank you.
And I really like.
We have a small book of Ramayana also, so maybe I'll get it and gift you. If you want, you can read more. Valmiki Ramayana is very relevant. There are 3 different kind of Ramayana: Valmiki, Tulsidas, and Kamba. In South India, mostly they read from Kamba. But This is from Valmiki Ramayana, you know. So very beautiful, lot of lessons, and gives pleasure to our heart. That's what we are all seeking for. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So Prashadam is outside, Maharishi Prabhu is there. So if anyone wants to help with Prashadam serve out, please do so, and others can also enjoy. There is special Prashadam cooked by Anang Priya, my wife. She is one of the best cooks along with Mataji in San Diego. Thank you.